Hello everybody, welcome back to Blues Focus TV for another full-time match reaction video. And for the third time in a row, I am sadly coming on here talking about a Blues defeat. Sadly losing 2-1 to Norwich City tonight. We came into the game knowing it wasn't going to be easy by any means. Obviously Premier League last season and a very good squad on paper. You could certainly see the gulf in class between us and Norwich in the way they move the ball around, the way they play their football. So no surprise, we suffered a defeat. I think what makes it even more tragic is the way it happened, conceding in the 90th minute to none other than Onel Hernandez, who was with us last season. First 20 minutes, we started out pretty strong, to be honest. I thought we were holding our own pretty well. We had our fair share of the ball. We were moving it quite well. Defensively, we were limiting the number of chances they had. So the first 20 minutes of the game, I thought we were pretty decent. Second half of the first half, I thought is where Norwich really started to show their class and really started to cause our defence problems, create opportunities for themselves. So first half, I deem probably overall pretty poor. They certainly looked the better side towards the end of the first half. So we had a lot to work on going into the break. And second half, first 10 minutes, we came out looking brilliant. Don't know what Eustace said at half-time, but whatever he said, he now needs to start saying at the beginning of games, because I feel the last few games now, we've come out in the second half starting really well, but the first half, it often takes us a little bit of time to get going. So we need to find that energy, that spark we have at the second half, and take that into the beginning of our games. But obviously, Scott Hogan getting the goal on around the 55th minute mark. Really nicely taken goal as well. Bakuna, left-footed cross into the box. Took a slight deflection, but Hogan was there to finish it off quite nicely under pressure from the defender as well. So really nicely taken finish. Hogan's first half was certainly very shaky. I think he had 2 shots that were completely scuffed. One ball played out to him long, which he completely screwed up, and I believe it went out for a throw-in, and he gave away a free kick just before half-time. So first half, I was saying Hogan should be bought off at half-time, and then he goes and scores a goal 10 minutes later. So happy for him there. He still has a lot to prove, I think, this season, Hogan. I thought he started the season quite well, and in recent games he's gone a little bit quiet. But I think he's offering a bit more than he did at the beginning of last season. But he just has those frustrating moments, Hogan. He has those mistakes he often brings into his game. He's often caught offside quite a lot, so he needs to tweak and try remove these mistakes from his game if he can. But otherwise, it was nice to see him score today, and hopefully many more to come. After that goal, we continued to hold our own, to be honest. Second half performance was much better than first. Again, we were keeping the ball quite well. I thought as soon as that went in, we'd sit back and completely defend for our lives. But no, we kept the ball quite well. We were still creating opportunities for ourselves. But unfortunately, the quality in Norwich's team just proved too much for us. They got their first goal from a free kick, really nicely saved by Ruddy. But it was parried out back into the box, and it was just a goal line scramble. And eventually, we all knew it would hit the back of the net, and of course, it did. So a bit of a scrappy goal to concede, but it's just one of those. A great save from Ruddy, just wasn't able to tip it around the post or tip it wide, back into the box, and that's how they got their equalising goal. And then, of course, as I mentioned earlier, 90th minute, it would be none other than Onel Hernandez, wasn't it? We know what a threat he is. I think one of the big pros of Norwich's team is their bench is so strong. They had Timu Pukki, Hernandez, Adam Either on the bench, all waiting to come on. Todd Cantwell as well, of course. So they have so much depth compared to us. We just don't have the luxury to bring on superstar players. We don't have the finances to fund these players. So that's just where a team like us are going to struggle to compete with Norwich every single time. But yeah, scoring the goal in the 90th minute, Onel Hernandez, it was always going to be him. But some positives there were to take from the game, to be fair, today. As sad as the result was, I thought defensively we had good moments. I think Trusty and Sanderson again looked good, and Roberts looked okay today. Given the quality of Norwich's side, I thought we were going to struggle a lot more defensively than we did, but we certainly limited the number of chances they had. Attackingly, I thought Deeney was much better today. He was moving around quite well, he was holding up the ball well, he was creating chances for himself, and most importantly, he was defending really well. I think Eustace wants Deeney to come help and defend where he can, because he's a big lad, he's got some presence. And he defended really well today, got some important blocks in, some important challenges as well. So yeah, Deeney looks much better. It's good to see him actually putting in the work and the effort in the team, which is really good. Thought Hannibal looked really good as well when he came on. I was hoping he'd come on today, and he did exactly that. just seemed to bring a bit of energy to the team and a bit of excitement. He was certainly not afraid to put a challenge in. He put pressure on the Norwich defence multiple times, which caused them to give away the ball quite a bit, win ourselves a few throw-ins and corners. So Hannibal looks an exciting player. He came on up front, actually, next to Deeney, which I certainly didn't expect. Whether he's going to be our resolution to our striker problems, I don't know. I thought he was more a midfield player, but if he can play up front as well, that's absolutely fantastic. So certainly looked good when he came on. I think we've got an exciting player on our hands for the season there. Obviously, rumours of us getting Tahifa Chong as well. See if we can get him through the door on a permanent. That would be absolutely brilliant. And then obviously we've just signed this left back from West Ham, which could hint that we're going to play the 4 at the back formation a bit often, which would be superb for us. I think we've seen the 5 at the back formation used over the years for so long now, and I think us as Blues fans, we just want a change and want to see something a little bit different. So hopefully with this new addition at left back, we can start to see that as well, which would be absolutely brilliant. Obviously got Preston at the weekend, so fingers crossed for a decent result there. Preston have had a bit of a mixed start to the season. They've not lost many games, but they've not won many either. They've got a lot of 0-0 draws in there, and they're not conceding too many goals, but they're also not scoring many. So it'll be interesting to see how we do there. So yeah, should be a good one. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Keep right on.